Severe weather warnings are in place this morning across much of the country, with New South Wales, Queensland and South Australia bracing for heavy rainfall and flash flooding. The weather system is also expected to bring severe thunderstorms, damaging winds and a return to winter temperatures. It's already caused chaos in Central Australia, with Alice Springs recording its heaviest rainfall in 20 years. The flash flooding left one man stuck in a raging torrent for more than 6 hours.
Further east, the Bureau of Meteorology says this is going to be a widespread and heavy rainfall event, with New South Wales forecast to have a month's worth of rain over the next 3 days alone. So let's find out what's happening across the country. Charles Bryce is in South Australia, Michael Rennie is in Brisbane and Jake Lapham is in Tamworth in regional New South Wales. Good morning all. Starting with you, Jake, where is the torrential rain forecast to fall in your neck of the woods?
Good morning, Michael. Well, we're in a bit of a lull here at the moment. It hasn't rained in a few hours, but last night we did get a taste of what is to come. Some pretty significant rainfall totals already. 37 millimetres fell in just 1 hour in Murrurundi, in the Upper Hunter, in Applethorpe, just over the Queensland border. They picked up 86 millimetres, and to the north of here in Moree, 52 millimetres. And that rain is expected to return from the west today and become far more widespread. There are a number of flood watches in place for rivers, including the Gwydir, the Peel, the Namoy, the Upper McIntyre and the Lower Lachlan rivers. Authorities are saying that up to 100 millimetres of rain could fall in 6 hours, and that's likely to bring flash flooding, riverine flooding. Utilities could be cut off, as well as major roads. And authorities are preparing. The RFS has sent helicopters to Tamworth, as well as Lismore, Dubbo and Moree in preparation. And driving around Tamworth yesterday, I saw a lot of SES volunteers with boats attached, just getting ready to support the New England community through what is to come.
Thank you, Jake. Michael in Brisbane, the Bureau of Meteorology says flooding is possible.
Yeah, that's right, Michael. And we've already seen a warning go out this morning for the potential of severe storms to be forming over the next couple of hours, all the way from the Queensland-New South Wales border to Roma. So that's a huge stretch of Queensland which is under this storm watch at the moment. And that weather is expected to make its way over to Brisbane. But some areas of Queensland are expecting huge rain totals, particularly around the Darling Downs, about 300 kilometres west of where I am. They're expecting anywhere between 100 and 150 millimetres of rain to hit when this event does happen. But we've already seen some bad weather across Queensland and some flooding, particularly in central Queensland up near Byfield. Here's some vision of that now, and you can see it's just north of Rockhampton, Byfield, and just upstream from there, they received 340 millimetres of rain. So that sees major flooding in Byfield. Locals say that they've never seen anything quite like it. In Warwick, in the Southern Downs, SES crews are preparing for this upcoming weather events, preparing sandbagging and that type of thing, if that is required. In Western Queensland, Bullia, there was a bit of a phenomenon, a dust storm and rain, Michael, at the same time. And you can just see, look at that, it's quite amazing vision, and you can see the colour of the river as well. It looks quite stunning, but I don't think I've seen that before. In Eastern Queensland, we saw water across a bridge. Also a car stuck in flood water, so that's a good reminder. If it is flooded, forget it. You don't need to cross flooded rivers because of the danger that is there across the bridges and that type of thing. In central Queensland, they're seeing some flooding there as well, but graziers are very happy with that, Michael. 81 millimetres in some locations, and that could see those graziers through for the next 18 months. But this weather coming along, it really feels like it is the start and the beginning of what's set to be a bumper storm season in Queensland.
It certainly looks that way, Michael. Thank you. And Charles in Adelaide, there's also a severe weather warning for SA.
That's right, Michael. That has been issued for most of the northern and western part of the state. You're looking at the Flinders Ranges, the West Coast, the Eyre Peninsula, the Mid-North and the pastoral districts. Those who are living in those areas should expect to see heavy rains. Authorities are warning that could lead to flash flooding. They are also should expect damaging winds. They'll be averaging around the 50 to 60 kilometre mark and gusting up around the 90 kilometre mark as well. There is a separate flood warning for areas north of Adelaide as well. The SES have warned people to secure loose items, to stay away from floodwaters and to stay indoors when conditions are severe. There is also a warning out there for sheep graziers across much of the state, except for areas in the upper and lower southeast as well. But Michael, this will be the third big weather event that we've seen in as many weeks. That has the couple of other weather events did cause huge amounts of damage to crops and infrastructure right across the state, causing up to hundreds of millions of dollars. So fingers crossed things aren't as severe this time around today.
Yes, let's hope so. Charles, Michael, Jake, thank you all.